Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 1, text number 39. तस्य हवा एते श्लोकः
तस्य वः एके श्लोकाः
प्रियव्रता कृतं कर्म
प्रियवृता कृतं कर्म
को नु कुर्याद् विनेश्वरम्
को न कुर्याद्विनीश्वरम्
यो निम्नेरकक्षो
योनिमि निम्नैरकरोत्
यो निम्नैरकरोत्
योनिमि निम्नैरकरोत्
छायां धन सप्तवारिणीं
छायां सप्तवारिधि तस्य हवा एते श्लोकाः प्रियवृता कृतं कर्म को न कुर्याद्विनीश्वरम् योनिमि निम्नैरकरोत् छायां सप्तवारिधि
चायं धनं सप्तवारिधि तस्य वा एते
श्लोकाः
प्रियव्रता कृतं कर्म
प्रियवृता कृतं कर्म
नो कुर्याद्विशेश्वरम्
को न कुर्याद्विनीश्वरम् योनिमि निम्नैरकरोत्
छायं धनं सप्तवारिधि
छायां सप्तवारिधि
तस्य
is
हवा
hava
certainly
certainly ete all these shlokaः
verses
verses
Priyavrata
Priyavrata by King Priyavrata
Kritam
done
Karma
karma activities
Kaha
who
No
then
Kuryat
can execute
Vina
without
Without Ishwaram the Supreme Personality of Godhead
The Supreme
Personality of Godhead.
Yah
Yeah.
One who
Naming
of the rim of the wheel of the chariot
of the
of the rim of the wheels of his chariot.
Nimne
Nimne
by the depressions
by the
by the depression.
Karo
Akaro
Me
me
Chaya
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 Darkness
darkness
None
none
dissipating
dissipating
Sapta
sapta seven
Varihim
Varidhi
oceans. Once again, purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Sutra, Sri Prabhupada.
yeah.
There are many famous verses regarding Maharaj Priyavrata's activities. No one but the Supreme Personality of Godhead could do what Priyavrata has done. Maharaj Priyavrata dissipated the darkness of night, and with the wheel of his chariot, he excavated 7 oceans. There are many excellent verses famous all over the world concerning the activities of Maharaj Priyavrata. He is also celebrated. He is so celebrated that his activities are compared to those of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes a sincere servant and devotee of the Lord is also called Bhagavan. Sri Narada is called Bhagavan, and Lord Shiva and Lord Vasudeva are also sometimes called Bhagavan. This derivation Bhagavan is sometimes conferred upon your devotee by the grace of the Lord, so that he will be highly esteemed. Maharaj Priya was such a devotee. मम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कलामयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीतः पद्मं श्रीगुरौ श्रीरूपां साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनाश्रितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरवाणी हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते भक्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नीलाचलनिवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। पञ्चाचतुर्विंशतिपायिकानिभूतये च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण।
हरि बोल।
So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 1, Section 39. There are many famous verses regarding Maharaj Priya's activities. No one but the Supreme Personality of Godhead would do what Maharaj Priya has done. Maharaj Priya dissipated the darkness of night and with the rains of his great chariot. So devotee of the Lord is sometimes empowered by the Lord like this. To the activities. Sometimes a sincere servant and devotee of the Lord is also called Bhagavan. Bhagavan means the Aishwarya, opulences, and one who possesses 6 opulences is called Bhagavan. The devotee possesses the Lord who possesses all opulences. So therefore, all the opulences Krishna shares with his devotees. Therefore, a devotee also can be called Bhagavan in that aspect. Similarly, one who possesses nothing is called Akinchan. Kinchan means something and one possesses nothing. The devotees are called akincha. One who possesses nothing. Or kinchan. Kinchan means something. Kinchit jagate apyala dise. Kinchan. Why devotee doesn't possess anything? Because he understands everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing is mine. Body is also not mine. Manasa deha yo kichu mora arpilu tuya pade. I am just a caretaker. When everything is owned by the Lord, then one becomes actually free. I am a servant of the Lord. When you accept this actual fact, then one's all anxieties are gone. Ji Krishna Das, Ei Vishwas Korale or Dukkha Nai. And then one is able to do every activity with free mind. But because of this illusion that I am this body and whatever connected to my body is mine, let me gather more, that becomes a great burden. And that creates burden of so many troubles, miseries. Saint Tukaram says that even the big positions people are hankering for in this world, positions also are simply the burden of misery on the head, including the position of Brahma. Brahmadika pade dukkha chishirani. When one thinks that it is mine, then it becomes a source of misery. And I will enjoy it for my own self. Therefore, the Vedic or the spiritual training is that, okay, even if you are thinking yours, but you should utilize Krishna's service. Begin with it, so that one can get realized that nothing belongs to me by serving. And then there is a person who understands that nothing belongs to me, everything is Krishna's property. He is called Akincha. And Krishna is also called Akincha, because a person possessing something means there is something outside him. But there is nothing outside Krishna. Everything is in Krishna. So therefore Krishna doesn't possess anything outside him. So therefore he is also called Akincha. One who possesses nothing. Like devotee is called Akincha. Akinjan Krishna. He said Akinjan Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj. And devotee is called Akinjan because he doesn't possess anything. He understands that nothing belongs to him. Everything is Krishna's property. So those who are Akinchana also are called Bhagavan sometimes. One who possesses 6 opulences. So it's Achintya Veda Veda. Simultaneously one and the different. A devotee simultaneously is called Bhagavan and he is also Akinchana. That means he doesn't claim proprietorship of anything. But he possesses opulences of Krishna's. Krishna shares all the opulences with him. So usually people, when they do have a lot of things, they become proud. If you, like Yudhishthira Maharaj was the king of the whole world, everything was his property under him. But he was never proud because he understood everything is Krishna's property. And similarly, when devotee is empowered also by the Lord to do great things, the devotee never becomes proud. Because he understands all this empowerment is given by Krishna. And proof is that it is not in our hand always. Before my birth, I was not possessing anything. What abilities I had. After death, what will I possess? And what abilities I will carry? This bodily material abilities are there as long as you have this body breathing. Yavat pavano nivasati gehe tavat pruchasi kushalam gehe yadavadi vayu deha paye bharya bibhyati kasmin kahe bhaja govindam. Chakravarti says. As long as the body is breathing, air is in your body, people will come and ask you, how are you? Kushalam ge, are you fine? Yavat pavano nivasati dehe. Dehe means body. Pavana means vayu. As long as the vayu is there inside the body, flowing, people will ask you. But as soon as the vayu leaves, pranavayu leaves, pranavayu, yadavadi vayu deha paye. Gatavadi vayu deha paye. Bharya bibbhati kasmin kaye. Then even the wife becomes upright. Bharya means wife. Like the one person left the body, one big officer once in Bombay. And they were staying in a place where nobody was there. Yes. Only husband and wife were there. One devotee was saying that wife, they were becoming devotees, but the well-wisher time. So they called temple. Please somebody come. No, nobody is here. And my husband is dead. I am afraid. So somehow they got some article on that. So even the wife became afraid of the dead body of the husband. Not able to keep it overnight in the home now. So that is Bharya Bibbhati. Shankaracharya is saying is what saying is actually. So as long as this body has air, it will work. Why we should be proud? Prabhupada said, why we should be proud of the borrowed plumes? Everything is borrowed from Krishna. And one becomes very proud. I am so great. We should just remember our childhood before in the womb of mother. Or we should remember old age before leaving the body. All the controls will be taken away. Digestive system is not working, teeth may not be there all, vision will be reduced. Slowly, all these things will be taken away. You can see the old people, and we should understand that this also will be our situation. Once Prabhupada was wearing his dhoti, and it was dhoti because he was weak, he was not able to tie, it was falling away. He was observing. And Prabhupada looked at him and said, don't think that it will not happen to you. So he was thinking what Prabhupada is not able to do. But Prabhupada was not affected now. Body has become old. It will not be. So devotee is not, he already knows it. That this is what body is going to happen. He doesn't get frustrated. It's a machine which will not work after some time. But the consciousness is clear. Prabhupada had no problem, but a devotee was a little bewildered. Prabhupada said, don't think that it will not happen. Now you have a body, you think you are so great. But when body becomes old, situation will be like this. Prabhupada, even in the very old age, when bedridden also, he was fully Krishna conscious. He had nothing to lament for a devotee because he doesn't identify himself with the body. Otherwise, the old people who are dying, passing, they will keep on lamenting. Oh no, I don't have anything. Hours are gone. All those old good days now gone. Sometimes they open the album and start seeing their young photographs. How wonderful it was. Just got the mindset. But fact is, one who becomes free from this false identification or false ego, such a person becomes actually happy. Otherwise, thinking that these are mine becomes a great burden of misery. Dukkha chi shira. Shira means the sorrow. And misery is dukkha. Brahmadika pada, dukkha chi shira. The position of Brahma and etc. Top position is Brahma's position, etc. means all other positions. Top position is also misery. What to speak of the lower positions. Brahma's position also. So many anxiety, unnecessary. More one is thinking that I and my in that terms, more one has to undergo troubles. And more one identifies himself with the servant of God. And everything belongs to Krishna. Nothing belongs to me. As long as things are there, let me utilize in Krishna's service. Otherwise, when they are taken away, frustration will come because of the attachment. More we are attached to this bodily self gratification and want to be served, to that degree we will be frustrated when our abilities are taken away. And to that degree, we are always thinking about how to use everything in Krishna's service. That is actually renunciation. Anasaktasya vishya yataharam upayunjitaha nirbandha Krishna sambandhe yuktam vairagya uchyate. Without becoming attached, whatever is required, devotee accepts it in order to serve Krishna. He is neither averse nor attached. But whatever is necessary, he may accept and utilize in Krishna's service. That's how he remains detached always. He becomes detached from the body also. When body is utilized in Krishna's service, one can come out of the bodily consciousness. Anything we don't utilize in Krishna's service and keep with us and utilize in our all self-gratification, that becomes cause of attachment. That includes our body, includes our anything, intelligence, or our mind, senses, or our possessions, our positions, our relationships. The husband is thinking, wife is my property, she should serve me. The wife is thinking same way, then they become attached on material platform. And they become cause of troubles for each other. But when they understand that we are both are servants of Lord, how to assist each other to serve Krishna, then they both of them become detached by Bhakti Yoga, which leads to detachment from this material world. Because in that service attitude, one can say, I am not body. More one engages in self-gratification, more one thinks, I am the body, and becomes attached to the bodily pleasures. And when the body is utilized in Krishna's service, Manasa Deha Deha Jyoti Chumora Arpila Tuya Pare Nanda Kishore. So Priyavat Maharaj could become detached and then, because although he did such activities, humanly impossible, he could have become so proud and so attached to things. He could become detached from these things because of his association with Narad Muni, who had, in his association, he had experienced this life of detachment and serving Krishna. His detachment is not dry renunciation. His detachment is because of the attachment to Krishna. When who loves Krishna, he becomes detached from the. Just like we also in this our lives, we are looking for the people who love us, not our properties. Same thing is Krishna consciousness also. Why we want people should love us, not our properties, or our abilities, or our money. That's the nature of love. When you love Krishna like that, then you realize Krishna, you realize yourself. In this world, people love the things and they use people. They love the money, they love possessions, they love mobiles, laptops, tablets, computers, everything, cars. And to maintain those things, they use people, relationship. And bhakti is just opposite. It is you love Krishna and you will get whatever is necessary to reciprocate that loving relationship. Krishna gave the proposal, you want me or my energy? To Duryodhana and Arjuna. Arjuna immediately chose Krishna without any single thought, because he is a devotee. While those who are not devotees, they are always thinking about energy. energy of the Lord. They may approach sometimes God, but for getting energy, not for Krishna. Ravana approached Sita to steal away, not to serve. Hanuman just opposite. He approached Mother Sita to give the message of Lord Ram and to unite Lord Ram and Sita. But Ravana wanted to take the energy of the Lord, and that became the cause of his destruction. His destruction and his whole dynasty's destruction. Similarly, in this world, everybody is trying to usurp the property of the Lord, claiming that it's mine, including the gross property and the subtle abilities what we have. Sometimes we are able to do something great, little bit great, not and we become I have done this so much. And that makes us entangled in this world. A devotee, that's why Krishna doesn't empower sometimes devotees who are not very mature. Because they are mature, not mature, they think that now I am great. Where is Krishna? And so the devotee, instead of becoming attached to Krishna, he starts competing with Krishna. So that becomes a cause of his going away from his actual treasure of bhakti. When a devotee, Krishna sees that this devotee loves me so much, he can empower to any limits as he is empowered Privat Maharaj to do such a Hercules task, as good as that of himself, Lord doing. Shakti Avatar, Shakti Avesh. Prabhupada also was empowered like that, like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who said that Putveche Adi Hari Nagar Adi Gram Sarvatra Prachar Hoy. And Prabhupada had that faith. Not that I will do, I am great. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to do it. Whoever is going to become an instrument. And his order of my Guru Maharaj, let me execute that. Prabhupada was talking to once with Godbrother and they were discussing. The Godbrother was asking, who is going to do it? Will it possible? Mahaprabhu said that Prithviti Acharya Nagarati Garam Sarvatra Prachar Hoyam Varana. Who knows Krishna? Who knows the name? How people will understand? People said, no. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, it is going to happen, sure. So who will do? He said, some fool will do. We motivated Bhakkare. That's what Prabhupada was in that consciousness. I am Bhakti Nahi, Veda Nahi, Name Kudaru. And I have called Bhakti Vedanta, but I don't have Bhakti nor I have knowledge. But then you have given me a title, so now you make it Sarthak. You make it fulfilled. So you are not claiming that Bhakti Vedanta, I got Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava. Of course, we become so proud. I got all these certifications. He says, I don't have Bhakti, neither I have no knowledge also. My dear Lord, please kindly you make it Sarthak, if you desire so. I am just a first year of Putari. And this was, he was not saying when he was completely helpless only. When he got everything also, he was in the same consciousness. That's the beauty of pure devotee. Sometimes when we don't have anything, then we pray, oh, I am just like your puppet. Please make me dance. And when you get those things, it's all my abilities I did. So trying to still have a credit, that disease is so strong. Even if you don't have done anything, still people want to take credits. Somehow or other their intellect make them, I was the only one who did it. Even though I have not done anything, but one thinks that, not to speak of when they actually do it. The whole this stealing happens in a scientific circle also. They think that is mine. Somebody has done lot of work, and then he utilizes that and he does these things and claim the proprietorship over it. Prabhupada gives the example of this Marconi and Jagdish Chandra Bose. Vibhishana was
Yes.
Paryasan Bose. So Vibhishana Bose lost his research work because Marconi stole away. So this stealing goes on inside the circle, and they think that it's actually everybody is stealing Krishna's property and claiming that it's mine. But one who becomes Krishna conscious, he understands everything is Krishna's property. So one becomes free from anxiety. Jeev Krishna Das A Vishwas Korale or Dukha Nahi. All one's miseries are finished when we actually realize this. And this realization will happen only when we utilize everything in service of God. One is liberated by Ihayasya Harir Dasya Karmana Manasa Gira Nikalashvapi Avastheshu Jivan Mukta Suruchate. That everything, including my body, Ihayasya Harir Dasya, I am a servant of Lord Hari. Nikalashvi, yes. Karmana Manasa Gira. Karmana Manasa means Karmana is activity of the body, Manasa mind. Gira means speech. All my bodily activities, mental activities, and the speech is separately categorized in many places like that. Kayena Vacha Mansendriyarva Buddhyatmatma Prakoti Sadavati Karomi Yati Sakalam Parasmai Narayati Samarpayami. So I am Samarpayami, I am offering it. Even though I am thinking it's mine, but if I offer it without any fruitive mentality, slowly I realize it that actually nothing is mine. And it is Krishna's grace that is accepting his own things, just like you are offering the Ganges water back to the Ganges. You go to Ganga bath, you take the water, and then you say, I am offering it to you. Same thing like that. So that is the consciousness of a devotee who is fully Krishna conscious. That what is to renounce in this world? Nothing is to renounce. Renunciation is only a false ego that I possess something. That is one has to renounce. Right? And in that consciousness of complete understanding, one becomes free from all this burden. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, when you understand you are a servant of Krishna, you will be freed from great burden of being an enjoyer, which you are carrying for so many lifetimes. Big burden of being an enjoyer. And our mind and senses are demanding cravings, and we are just running after them, and we think we are so great enjoying. It's a burden. One who is not having understanding about service consciousness, he thinks it's enjoyment, but it's a burden. He's running away here and there, servant of the senses and mind and false ego, sufferings, leading to sufferings. So sometimes you would say, why Krishna is not empowering me? Krishna can empower anybody if need is there. But when Krishna is concerned, what will happen if I empower it? Because Krishna is empowering us, you can see how much he has already empowered us. We should be happy about it. Giving this human form of body is empowerment. 84 lakh species are there. How many species have these abilities to understand what we are understanding? All this subject matter, knowing so many things. Human form of life is already empowered. So we become humble, then further empowerment will come. But actually devotee is not much after empowerment. He is after the purification of the consciousness. His consciousness is pure, then such a person understanding Krishna's mission is there, Krishna may empower. I am not there, then I can just go on with my Krishna consciousness. Like Arjuna was empowered to do such great things when it was needed, and when it was not needed, he could not even defeat small, simple tower forest dwellers. These are children. I can just defeat them. I have defeated big, powerful warriors, Bhishma and Drona and Karna and so many others. These are uncivilized, some aborigine people in the forest. What they are standing. But when actually the battle took place, they defeated Arjuna. Arjuna was shocked. He कैसे हुआ? I defeated such powerful people, these insignificant people defeated me. He was taken back for some time. But then he started remembering Gita. Kartaham iti manyate. And everything is actually aham sarvasya prabhava. Krishna is source of everything. Matta sarvam pravartate. Iti matva bhajante mam. Buddha bhava samandita. It was empowerment given by Lord. Now it was not necessary. Now it is not required. Krishna doesn't want it now. Me to exhibit this power. He is taken away by him. So why should I become passive? To become peaceful by remembering Gita. Gita Shloka. So, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, if somebody is really practicing in his life, his mind becomes peaceful, happy, content, grateful. And whether empowerment comes or not comes, the devotee is always joyful. Once in Calcutta, some devotees were, there was some management meeting, Ramanaswamy was addressing. He said, Maharaj, there are so many problems, we don't have funds. He said, funds or no funds, Krishna consciousness is always fun. He just laughed and said, funds or no funds, Krishna consciousness is always fun. And then he said, I want to give a vision statement for the Calcutta, ISKCON Calcutta. So, you want to note it down. Everybody took out the paper and pen. Should I say it? Yes, so much, please. Say, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagati shikami. This is a vision statement. Na dhanam, no wealth, na janam, no followers. If you follow this, all your problems will be solved. Not hankering for followers, not hankering for the wealth. An opposite sex. Sundarim. Actually, Sundarim also means the flowery language in the Vedas. The Vedas are, those who are attracted by the flowery language in the Vedas means, yesterday I was reading, Chakravarti Thakur says that those who are, if I can get like that, I can read out very nicely says. Those who are on the bhakti path, their consciousness is very focused. One pointed determination. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha purunandam. They don't have multi-branch intelligence. Their intelligence is focused. Focused in Krishna's service. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha purunandam. Just like a businessman has a focus, everything is his, whether I will get profit or not. Always he is thinking about now or later, profit should come. That is his focus, businessman. Similarly, a devotee's business is, or consciousness is focused on Krishna. How to please Krishna, how to serve Krishna. That is his focus. And he says, Chakravarti Thakur says, of all the types of intelligence, the best intelligence is to practice bhakti yoga. That is the best business. Prabhupada was talking to some business class people. And then they were saying, Swamiji, you are a great businessman that you started this mission without money, and you had such a big mission having crores of rupees. And Prabhupada said, yes, why don't you join me? Business of Krishna consciousness. He says that one pointed determination devotee has to execute the order of spiritual master. Two point 41. Earlier I read it.
No.
Huh? Bhakti Shastra. But this is very nice. We have read it from Surrender unto me. This is direct. व्यवसायत्मिका बुद्धि एक एक उन्नयन. Moreover, among all types of intelligence, that intelligence concentrated on Bhakti Yoga is the best. Resolute intelligence fixed in Bhakti Yoga is only one. The meaning of this is illustrated as follows. What is meaning? My sadhana to serve the lotus feet of the Lord, to remember and to glorify Him as instructed by my Guru. My sadhana is to serve the lotus feet of the Lord, to remember and glorify Him as instructed by my Guru. That is also my goal, sadhya. Goal is what? Same thing. To serve the lotus feet of the Lord, to remember and to glorify Him. Mayavadi has these two different things. Mayavadi's thing, now I am performing sadhana, just like I am climbing on the ladder. After climbing, I don't need a ladder. Sadhana is the path, and to achieve is something different. What they want to achieve? They want to become God. They may chant, they may worship God also. So in the beginning it's required because you are possessing this bodily consciousness. So serve the deities helps to concentrate your mind. But after some time, when you become advanced, then you should become detached from deity worship, from chanting. That is what Mayavad is. Their goal is different and sadhana is different. Some are so dangerous, they think the perfection of your concentration, you should focus on any form of the deity. You create one deity and you start focusing on it. It will help you to get concentration. Perfection of your concentration is that the deity should break. That means your concentration is perfect. Some people have this.
Why?
That is how powerful concentration you have. You are focusing and deity should burst, break it. My sadhana is to serve the lotus feet of the Lord, to remember and glorify Him as instructed by my Guru. Sometimes we want to serve. We want to serve to get rid of the service. Service is for getting more service, not to get just the results. The activity of the service should make us happy, even if the result comes or not come. That should itself make us happy. That is Krishna consciousness. Of course, we should strive to get results for Krishna, certain. But even if it is not coming, the actual service rendered is always joyful. And when result comes also, devotee is not attached to the result because the service itself is joyful process. The result is offered to Krishna with love. That is also my goal, sadhya. It is my life-sustaining medicine. For I cannot give up the sadhana and sadhya. This is my most desirable object. My duty and nothing else is my duty. Nothing else is desired, even in dreams. There may be happiness or sorrow. Samsara may be destroyed or may not be destroyed. That is no loss for me. Let there be only resolute intelligence fixed in the pure bhakti. It is said, Tato bhajet mam bhaktya shraddhalur dhrudha nishchayaha. Uddhava, Krishna is telling to Uddhava, 11th canto, 11.28. My devotee should remain happy and worship me with great faith and conviction. The intelligence of others, however, is not eka. Those intellects have many branches and thus the intellects are unlimited. Atmana ananta, rather than one. because of the unlimited desires to fulfill in Karma Yoga. For instance, in Jnana Yoga, in order to purify the mind, one must fix the intelligence on Nishkam Karma. When the mind is purified, the intelligence then concentrates on giving up the action, Karma Sannyas. This is Jnana Yoga. Karma Yoga first, then the Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga means person gives up the action. Now he just want to focus on the cultivating knowledge. Actually, all these tendencies are existing in us all. Sometimes we want to get rid of the activities. We just want to cultivate knowledge. Karma sannyas. Next, the intelligence concentrated on jnana, knowledge. But the intelligence at that time must also concentrate on bhakti, so that the jnana does not become devoid of results. What the jnanis do ultimately? They go to Brahma Jyoti. That is the result. The intelligence then concentrated on giving up the jnana. As the Lord says, jnanam cha mayi sanyaset. One should surrender such knowledge in order to attain me. So devotee surrenders everything to Krishna to get bhakti. While Mayavadis, they surrender or they give up bhakti. They practice some bhakti yoga. Some Mayavadis do that. There is one person comes in IIT. I don't know whether it comes or not. So he says, we are given freedom. Somebody can practice karma yoga, jnana yoga. So, whatever. He said, I am practicing bhakti yoga. He comes from Ramakrishna Mission to teach. So they practice bhakti yoga, but their goal is not bhakti yoga. Sadhya is not bhakti yoga. The intelligence then concentrates on viva jnana, as the Lord says, jnanam cha mayi sanyase. One should surrender such knowledge in order to attain me. Thus the intelligences or minds concentrating on different objects are said to be infinite or many. And the type of differing sadhanas are also many, since karma, jnana and bhakti must all be performed. Why there are many intelligences? Because karma, jnana, there are many different kinds of sadhanas. Depends on this, how the mind has a desires, material desires. The unintelligent people absorbed in discussing the Vedas, who propound the theory that matter is everything, attractively speak flowery language. This is the next verse. This verse speaks of the persons with wavering intelligence, involved in sakam karma, who are very dull-witted. They speak excellently, Vedavadartha, Pravadanti, pleasant words of the Vedas, which are like poisonous but attractive flowering plant. What the Vedas talk about? How to enjoy fruits. Since their consciousness has been diluted by those words, they are not endowed with fixed intelligence. Taya apurta chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samadho na vidhiyate. The sentence is completed in verse 44. We'll read after that. Because of the impossibility for them to accept that fixed intelligence is not taught to them. Why do they speak in this way? They speak in this way because they are fools. Avibhushchitaha. Because they interpret the words of the Vedas, Vedavadartaha, such as the following. Akshayam ha vai chaturmasya yagyam saprutam bhavati. One who has worshipped by the means of vows of chaturmasya attains pious credits which never becomes duplicate. This is from the Yajurveda 8.1. Apam somam amruta ahum. We drank soma and became immortal. Adugveda. So they say that there is no God other than this. na anyat asti. That means they read Vedas and they think this thing. We drank, this is a statement from the Rig Veda. We drank soma and we became immortal. That is the goal of our life, to drink that soma ras and become immortal. Or to get the pious creeds which are never depleted. There is a question of God comes. Filled with desires, anxious for heaven, they speak many words concerning rituals for attaining powers and enjoyment. This is Kamat Manaha Sarga Para Janma Karma Phala Pradam Kriya Vishesha Bahula Bhogeshware Gatim Pati. They speak of many words concerning rituals for attaining power and enjoyment, words for giving the fruits of their actions in the form of higher birth. What type of words do they speak? They speak the words about various rites giving many results for attaining power and enjoyment, words which give good karma in terms of birth. So sometimes we also become an expertise now to do something and we think, okay, I do this, I get these results. So this dependence on one's own abilities and intelligence rather than depending on the law. So these people, they know little more. So they perform Vedic rituals to get results or enjoyments. And that is their goal. They speak about the various rites giving many results for attaining power and enjoyment. So what we are looking for in our lives, power or enjoyment, or we are looking for bhakti? If we are looking for power and enjoyment, dhanam, janam, these are power and enjoyment, sundari, getting glorification, or having opposite sex, or foul language of the Vedas, sundari. For those people who are attached to enjoyment and power, this next word, Bhogeshware prasaktanam taya aparta chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samadhana vidya. This continuation of this section. First he talked about vyavasayatmika buddhi. Now this vyavasayatmika buddhi cannot be there for the people who are attached to bhoga and aishwarya. For those people who are attached to enjoyment and power. Bhoga and aishwarya. Aishwarya means power, opulences and enjoyment. Whose consciousness has been diluted by that talk. By that talk means our language. Resolute intelligence fixed on one point does not take place. Those whose minds are attracted by the flowery words, who are attached to power and enjoyment, do not have determined intelligence fixed firmly on the point, one point. Samadha, fixed only on the Supreme Lord. The form of the verb na vidhiyate is reflective passive, meaning in this case is not attained. This is commentary of Sridhar Swami. So when you have bhakti, everything will come. Enjoyment will come and empowerment also will come as required. But that bhakti will be able to see everything in a proper perspective. Otherwise one become attached to this material enjoyment and will become attached to the Aishwarya, powers. When you are actually bhakti in the heart, then you understand that this is given by the Lord, by the Lord's grace. Maybe the Lord has some mission to fulfill. Let me fulfill the mission as a service. There is no question of becoming proud. Prabhupada was saying, my dear Lord, you have brought me here. That means you have some mission to do. So you empower me now if you feel so. So devotee like Privat Maharaja, Srila Prabhupada, they are all exalted personalities that they understand is that everything is property of the Lord. So let me utilize everything in Krishna's service. And that makes a devotee not only glorious, but in terms of the he also can become himself very happy while executing the Lord's mission. So the devotee become glorious in the eyes of God. He may not be always in the eyes of the world. But always we find give credit to his Guru Maharaj or to the American boys and girls or to Lord Nityananda and Gauranga who have accepted any credits. And Srila Prabhupada was detached. He was asked what is any desires? Kuch ichha nahi. Ho gaya na, do karna. You have to go wherever the Lord wants. One may do such great things, yet not become proud and also not become attached. That is possible only by the attachment to Krishna, bhakti. Any questions?
Sundari after Sundari Kavita word
Huh.
Any Kavita word is translated as flowery language.
Both Prabhupada translate both. Some places it says flower language and some places it says the opposite sex. Flower language is all. Flower language Vedas means the same thing, enjoyment of sex life. And various kinds of enjoyments in heaven.
What Kavita means?
Kavita means flower language. Sundari Kavita means actually flower language. Choice poetry. But Prabhupada also says Sundari means also the opposite sex. So I don't want to become attached to opposite sex, nor the flowery language of the Vedas. Kavita also means somebody is glorifying you.
Flowery language is Kavita or Sundari?
Huh?
Flowery language is Kavita?
Kavita means the flowery language, poetry. Kavita means poetry, na Hindi. Kavita. So Sundari in Kavita. So sometimes Prabhupada translates them as separate, and sometimes he says that only one. That is Prabhupada's special thing. Sundari. Sundari is the beautiful lady. Okay. Prabhupada ki jai. Anantara-Shri Prabhupada.
Sundari means beautiful wife or what? Woman. Huh.